Right, so 42 Ford Woody, very rare. They only made 5,500 of them because of obviously December the 7th, 41. We did a 1941 Buick Woody, and the intention was to crack on with this one. Started on the woodwork, it all sort of got left behind, so basically we're not going to have time to do it now. A guy called Alwyn Lee did the woodwork up in Telford. It's very good. Basically the main shell of the woodwork is all done. All the parts that you can see missing are all over there. Obviously some old wood for patterns and some door handles and fitments still on them, but all of the new wood, all the splice joints have been done and everything's ready to just be sort of put back together. As I say, probably 90% of the woodwork's finished. All of these bits that are overhanging and stuff, you just get an electric planer and buzz them down, and then your roof covering goes on. In amongst it all the window, you know, to hold all of the glass in and everything is all there, all been splice cut and angled and everything.
Yeah.
Like I say, they're not square, they're an angle. So it looks prettier when it's all together.
Cool.
Right, what else? Patterns for all of the glasses there. Bits over there, quarter lights are there, all the opening quarter lights are there. As I say, all glasses there for patterns to be made. Basically in this lot, there's this car taken to pieces, and another 42 Ford taken to pieces.
It's like a donor car.
Yeah, donor car, bits and pieces. I believe it was a military one, because they painted them, used them as staff cars. Not many went out to the desert, but this one, if this is an original piece of wood, that's the grey colour they painted them.
Okay.
And we've got some headlamp rims with that grey paint on them and bits and pieces, you know. It looks bad because of the corners aren't in and things like that, but it is all over there in sections.
Yep.
Because originally, I think it's this one, it might have been the Buick, they didn't screw them together. They just sort of put a piece of wood through, drilled a hole and put a dowel in it.
Okay.
So basically after about 3 years they just shook themselves to pieces. So it was a constant maintenance kind of thing to keep them all together in one piece. Obviously the seals will need replacing, but it's a flat floor pan. The idea was, because it can cost a lot of money to find all the original parts, just stick a small block Chevy or Ford in it or something and hot rod it. That's your easiest way of finishing it realistically. But there's enough suspension there and bits and pieces. The good thing is all the original Woody fittings are here, as in like off of that, when the tailgate goes on, see the slot in the panel on the tailgate there?
Yeah.
That when you lower the tailgate, the back light flips up so you can see the back light underneath the tailgate.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's tons and tons and tons of bits for it. There's a V8 engine, a flatty V8 to go with it somewhere. Like I say, everything's there. Engine mounts, proper rear light, all the bits. Deluxe front grille. That's the bit that tips down, so that hinges like that. So it's all original Dykes lamps. Some of them had 2 lamps, some had 1. So as you open your tailgate, that flicks up so you can still see your number plate and the rear light when you're braking. Rear tailgate catches and straps to hold the bottom tailgate when it's on. I think the springs are on the top one, it might be a seat one, I'm not sure. But like I say, all the bits for it, it's all there. Spare wheel holder that goes in the middle of the tailgate there. Yeah, it's just basically 2 whole cars worth of trim and everything just all boxed up. There's 2 gearboxes over there, one for a 6-cylinder, one for a V8, I believe. 2 good rear wings, 2 repairable front wings, original floor pan, 2 sets of running boards. Like I say, it's just all of the trim parts, loads of bumper irons, 3 bumpers, bonnet hinges, 2 bonnets over there, screen surrounds. But basically, because most of it's wood, that is everything you need.
Yeah.
You've only got the trims on the side of the bonnet. Obviously none go down the side because it's wood.
Yeah.
So So that's all there, 2 sets of them I think. That's all off of it, pedal box mounts, starter motors, dynamos, coils, original coils. That's a spare box of carburetors of mine. Spare wheel. So one's, oh that's all off of it as well. Original spark plug tubes, shock absorbers, distributor brackets, all sorts. There's just tons and tons of spares with it. But all usable, you know.
That's it.
Can you remember what gearbox is what on these, Robin?
That's the V8 one.
This one?
Yeah, that's the V8 and that's the 6.
The engine number or serial numbers, I'll go and get a bit of scratch in a minute, are written on here.
Okay.
They didn't have engine numbers per se, they were only written on here, but there's a chassis number on it. I'll go and have a scratch in a minute and have a look and see what they are, see if they match or anything like that. Can't remember. Do you know if it's got a title, Stuart?
I'd have to have a look.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll just go and get a bit of sandpaper. 2 seats, front and rear. They're not woody seats.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's 2 front seats, isn't it? Yeah, that's 2 front seats. Another reason why possibly it could have been military, because all the rear seats on the woodies just clipped in, you just take them out.
Yeah.
They all went in these holes here. So, I think, I can't remember, I think they had like a twin seat there and a gap, and then you had opera seats facing this way, I think. Obviously the floor pans need welding and that, but basically it's a flat floor pan.
That's it.
If you don't want it 100% original, which if you're going to hot rod it doesn't matter, or even if you want to get it back to original, you can do it. It's just all the bits are expensive. I think you'd be hard pushed to find the rear seat frames, but they made 5,500 of them, but that was in 1942. I would imagine in 41 the seats are the same, and then in 46 when they restarted production Ford, these were the same till 48 I think. So another 2 years of them being made with basically exactly the same car.
Yeah.
But it's just rare because it's a 1942. 1GA is 6-cylinder definitely. 51482. Yeah, it's a Stars, isn't it? So 51482. I think this was a 6-cylinder car to start with. I'm pretty sure it was.
There was a stuck 6-cylinder in the back of it.
Was there?
When it turned up, yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was.
How do you remember that?
Because I'm a Ford pervert.
There it is. There you have it.
One fell swoop sentence. I'm a Ford pervert. Which could go very wrong. Right, 18 690 9227. 18 indicates that this was a V8 car. So just because it's got, it might not be the original chassis to the car or anything. Oh, don't know. But 18 donates a V8, doesn't it? Brum brum. I'm an engine. I think there's one GA and 2 GA with the 6s. Then again, it's their original Ford stamp, so.
Yeah, 18 usually does donate this V8.
Yeah.
Or 32, that was the 18.
But who knows? It's you know, however many years old it is.
Yeah.
A lot. Definitely the original stamping. It's got the Ford star on it, and it's got the right 6 and 9 lettering. I thought they were this side, but clearly not. 1673. Now, as I understand, that is from the Iron Mountain Woodworks and it was a sequential number off of there, whichever year it is. So that 6909227. Can you trace a year on that, Robin, or not? Because I'm saying it's 42. Everything led us to believe it's 42. It'll tell you on the title if you have got a title or any.
Sure, I have got the title, but
5896295 to 6769035.
This is later. This is 6909227.
Oh no, sorry, I was reading the wrong one. No, it's 42 definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe one of the last ones.
Is it?
Yeah.
So anything could have happened to it. They could have put a straight 6 in it if the engine blew up, or you just don't know.
yeah.
As with a lot of these things, it's so old. But chassis number donates that. I doubt whether you'll find the sequential numbers from the Iron Mountain Woodworks, but you can have a look and see.
I think that's a Ford archive thing, that is.
Yeah, because they made 5,490 something of these in 1942. Whereas that Woody we did, they made 800 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, most expensive car Ford did in that year. These were $1,100 or something. Obviously, that floor pan's specific to Woody. Body is definitely Woody. Can't trace a number on the body. The chassis is definitely a V8. And as I say, I took the body off of the chassis years ago, and that hasn't ever been apart before.
Yeah.
So, to surmise, the car is, you see what you see is what you get. It's for sale. We're never going to get round to doing it. Great opportunity. I mean, depending on years and stuff, when things sell, in America these are sort of like between $80,000 and $100,000.
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested, come down, have a look. It's all here, ready to go. A minimum, I mean, we spent a lot of money on the wood, and it's all there, so where do you go with pricing? It's very hard to know, you know.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff here, a lot of stuff. The good thing is all the original door catches, door handles, window winders. Most of what's, I'd say 95% of what is specific to the Woody is here. That's the main thing, you know. The seats we know are wrong, but apart from that, I think everything else is here.
Okay.
Like I say, it was a long time ago, got taken apart. But I haven't itemised and gone through all those boxes, but there's definitely lots and lots of Woody specific stuff in there. Yeah, so all in all, I mean, I'd love to finish it. It's a brilliant project, but again, time constraints, and running a business, you can't do everything.
No.
So let it go to somebody who's going to love it and finish it.